welcome and thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Topping our newscast, Senator Terrence Nelson gathered a crowd at Butto Park on Tuesday morning when he spoke about various issues plaguing the Virgin Islands. The senator tackled the Hivenza and the decriminalization of marijuana, as well as a number of bills before the 31st legislature. Senator Nelson also said he was concerned about some challenges faced by the territory's public school teachers.
There was one subject matter I did not elaborate on, and that is the issue facing teachers and the evaluation process. It is quite unfortunate that they're putting this additional burden on teachers while teachers have the burden of the Common Core implementation, while teachers have the burden of tracking students' progress and evaluating students and dealing with students' behavior on a regular basis. So I did not cover that in the press conference, but I had meant to put a note up to talk about it because I see the stress on teachers. My wife is a teacher. I'm hearing the union president. I already knew of the additional burdens put on us when I taught, and that was back in 2004. I saw the increase in what I called administrative responsibilities put on teachers. Less time towards planning for the classroom and more time towards preparing material for the administration. I believe that we need to reverse that and give teachers the time to focus on students. If we do that, we can see the students feeling like they're more looked after. It's really distracting from teachers' classroom application, and it's unfortunate. So I wanted to add that in along with some of the other things I spoke about.
We'll have more from Senator Nelson's press conference in a later newscast. Meanwhile, a lot of our leaders, including several senators and Governor Kenneth Mapp, are currently off island. They're in Miami to attend the Sea Trade Conference, also known as the Cruise Shipping Miami Trade Show. The attendees will get up-to-date information on topics like port infrastructure development in emerging markets, as well as matching shore experiences to the expectations of new visitors. Governor Mapp is participating in a series of meetings with cruise ship industry operators. He's also doing media promos with the VI Tourism Department and doing newspaper and broadcast appearances. Lieutenant Governor Osbert Potter is acting governor until Governor Mapp returns on Wednesday. Well, the territory has experienced a seeming uptick in the number of domestic violence-related arrests in recent weeks. Our Monica Jonigan joins me now to talk more about this disturbing and violent trend. Monica?
Yes, what we know, April, is from police and court records is that on St. Croix alone, from last Friday to early Monday morning, 5 people were arrested on domestic violence incidents that included many other charges, from first-degree burglary to property damage and disturbing of the peace. What those cases have in common with several others in recent weeks is the element of violent assault, showing that many of our residents are living in fear in their own homes. 20-year-old Chandra Gomez of St. Thomas currently stands accused of murder in a stabbing that caused the death of her father, Alvin Gomez, less than a week ago in the area of Mahogany Estate. While police remain quiet on the details of the case, sources told the Virgin Islands Consortium news outlet the young woman could no longer tolerate her mother's abuse at the hands of her father. Ashley Benton, a VIPD officer on St. Croix, faces jail time on domestic violence charges related to an assault on the father of her child. Even the territory's former top law enforcement official, former Attorney General Vincent Frazier, stands accused of trying to strangle his wife early this month. He's charged with secondary assault and was released from custody and allowed to return to his home after posting a $1,000 bond. The territory's victim advocates say for every high-profile case, there are dozens that go unreported every day.
Most of the domestic violence cases are unreported. And we see a lot of clients every day. We're a 24-hour operating agency, and despite that, we know that most of it goes unreported because when our victims come to us, not only are they in present crisis, they have experienced prior situations, and it's when it gets out of their hands or where they feel they really can't handle it anymore that they'll come to us.
Law enforcement and victims advocacy agencies encourage victims of domestic violence to ask for help early. You can reach the Family Resource Center at 776-STOP. That's 776-3699. Well, if you're dissatisfied with how the 2014 elections went, here's your chance to pitch in on how to make the election process better. The draft of the election state plan is circulating, and the Election Reform Advisory Council is asking you, the voter, to comment. The election state plan is meant to address some of the major issues we experienced during the last election, including some early voting concerns, as well as shifting the calendar to accommodate military and overseas voters. You can go to www.vivote.gov to access the complete election state plan. You can also go to your local election system office for more information on how to access a hard copy of the plan. Well, Monday night, we reported on the watershed flooding problems experienced by Smith Bay residents. Well, you might still catch the meeting that's going on right now between residents and business owners who are affected by this issue. That meeting is at the Smith Bay Complex, Suite 119, and it started at 7 p.m. Again, Smith Bay Complex, Suite 119. Well, an action movie star is supporting public servants who put themselves in harm's way in real life. Steven Seagal, popular for starring in 90s action films like Under Siege and The Glimmer Man, has a Facebook page where you can see this, a photo of the actor holding what appears to be a trauma plate pack and a message to support Project Triage. Project Triage was founded by St. Croix Police Chief Christopher Howell, who was shot in the line of duty in 2012 and is now giving trauma kits and training to a number of VI policemen. Chief Howell tells us about the Seagal endorsement and, well, how it happened.
I met Steven Seagal last year during the SHOT Show in Las Vegas for law enforcement, military, and sportsmen. And we spoke about Project Triage, and he was really interested in it. Then again this year, ran into him again, and he remembered who I was. I asked how everything was going with Project Triage, and he said he really wanted to get involved with it. A couple of weeks later, I actually got a call from him. He agreed to that we would send him a trauma kit, and he could check it out. He would post something on his Facebook page. The hits to the Project Triage webpage increased like almost 9,000% in a matter of like 12 hours.
That website is projecttriage.org. Turning our attention overseas, how safe is President Obama with the Secret Service? The new Secret Service director goes before a congressional panel to ask for money, but unanswered questions about a recent incident outside the White House overshadowed the budget talks. Two senior agents allegedly drove into an active investigation after a night of drinking. It's the latest in a series of agency embarrassments. Craig Boswell is on Capitol Hill with more.
With all due respect, I'm just shocked by your testimony.
Lawmakers from both parties expressed surprise and frustration the new Secret Service director was not personally investigating an incident outside the White House involving two senior agents.
You can't run an agency like this, for God's sakes, or any other agency, unless you have discipline in the ranks.
Joseph Clancy says there will be accountability.
But I just don't want to act improperly too soon.
On March 4th, two senior agents in a government SUV allegedly bumped a White House barrier during a suspicious package investigation. They were not given sobriety tests. Clancy learned about the incident days later.
Very frustrated that we didn't know about this. I didn't know about this till Monday. I'm frustrated that I can't act until we get all the facts.
President Obama put Clancy, a veteran of the agency, in the top job after a string of Secret Service missteps. The most high profile last September when a fence jumper made it into the White House. The new director wants $8 million to build a replica of the executive mansion.
We'd like to have a good mock-up of the White House where we can train, I think, more efficiently.
The White House said Tuesday the president still has complete confidence in Clancy. Lawmakers say they will be watching and waiting. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The Office of the Inspector General is now investigating the incident. There is no timeline for when the investigation will conclude. Well, keeping our eye on the economy, here's a treat for St. Patrick's Day. Soon you might be able to hop a flight to Dublin for only $15. Irish-based Ryanair is Europe's biggest discount airline. It just okayed transatlantic flights. Some seats would sell for as little as $15 one way. Others would be priced at about $120. It could take about 5 years for the new flights to get off the ground. Well, here's the New York Stock Exchange with our stock market watch. Everything down. The Dow 128, NASDAQ 7, S&P 6. Coming up on News 2, he was the first African American to serve as ambassador in a European country and to become career ambassador in the United States. Who is this pioneering Virgin Islander? Find out in our VI History Month segment coming up next. Welcome back. As we continue to recognize VI History Month, we feature a pioneering diplomat who rose to top ranks in American Foreign Service. Terence Todman was born on St. Thomas on March 13, 1926. He was a legend in Foreign Service circles, the first African American to hold an ambassadorship in Europe. He served as the United States ambassador to Chad, Guinea, Costa Rica, Spain, Denmark, and Argentina. In 1990, he was awarded the rank of Career Ambassador, an honor only a relative few have ever been bestowed. He also served as Assistant Secretary of State for Inter-American Affairs during the Carter administration. Terence Todman died August 13, 2014 on St. Thomas. He was 88. Well, it's St. Patrick's Day, and on Saturday, many of our revelers took to the streets to party. On Tuesday, our News 2 crew went around to spot for anyone wearing green who might be Irish, part Irish, or non-Irish, but like to party with the Irish. They told us what St. Patrick's Day means for them.
I'm part Irish, and I think of my Nana and my dad all the time when I do this. And it's a wonderful time for everybody. We don't stop the carnival for here, no matter what kind of holiday it is, and St. Patrick's Day is just another step along the way.
Patrick's Day here on the island is a time of celebration, dance, cultural fun for all the Irish. It's a great time for the parade. All friends, family come back down and have left the island. It's a great time in St. Croix.
St. Patrick's Day is heritage, and having a great time with family and friends, and a lot of beer.
Being with family and just having a good time. And I'm not Irish, but I like to party with the Irish.
The focus on green is not over yet. This weekend, as part of its Caribbean Color event, Pop-Up Art at Yacht Haven Grand is putting up its Dream in Green exhibit. From paintings to photographs to sculpture, you'll see green in all its various shades. The 2015 Caribbean Color Juried Art exhibit starts with a kickoff event on Saturday from 6 to 9 at Pop-Up Art. You can drop by and view the artworks until April 4th. From 11 a.m. to 5. Well, it's National Agriculture Week. That started Sunday the 15th and ends Saturday the 21st. The Department of Agriculture held a couple of events with the theme Agriculture Sustaining Future Generations. On Tuesday, they held an open house at the Rudolph Schultebrand Agricultural Complex on St. Croix. On Wednesday, they're having Market Day at the Sanderilla Thomas Bungalow in Market Square on St. Thomas. That goes on from 9 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon. They're also making presentations at the Julius Prow and Gift Hill schools on St. John. For more information, you can call 774-5182. Well, good news for innovative customers. Starting March 17th, you can now pay your innovative bills over the phone. The 24/7 pay-by-phone option allows customers to pay anytime from anywhere. You can try out this option by calling 779-9999 and you'll be able to pay your bill right then as long as you have your credit card and your statement number ready. Innovative is inviting its customers to try it out and let them know what you think of the new payment option. Innovative is the parent company of CBS TV2. Well, just a reminder to our viewers, there will be no newscast on the following days as CBS TV2 airs some major basketball action on Thursday and Friday this week, March 19th and the 20th. The newscast will be preempted by March Madness. That also goes for next week, Thursday and Friday, March 26th and 27th. Regular newscast resumes on Monday, March 30th. Again, no newscast on Thursday and Friday this week and next week. Stick around, your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.